we gon' never ever change up. Money, 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 team. Money, 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 team. Money, 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 team.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Jordine here. I just washed my hands, so they're probably hella ashy. And we gotta get this out the way. Okay, anyway, so I have my budget journal here, and making my money move is my mantra for this. I need to make my money move in whichever direction I need it to go in to be beneficial for me going forward. And then I have my logo down here, or Larry Wolf right now. So that's my Inspired by Jay logo. So on the first page, the front and back page is laminated. So the first one, we have our monthly goals. So put down your plan for each month for the year, and then you can use a dry erase marker on here and change this out whenever you want to. And you don't have to put a year, so you put down a month. So whatever my goal was for January, February, March, and then it is for April financially. So I can put, oh, I want to purchase whatever. I want to pay off $6,000 in debt this month, whatever it is. So first page, you see, it basically is like a little saying that I wrote, or a welcome. So it says, it's time to make your money move with this yearly budget journal. In here, you will write down your financial goals and track your monthly budget and spending. After setting your intentions up front and sticking to your action plan, you will be able to watch your money move. So that's where we are there. So then moving forward, on this page is our goal setting and vision board. So the first question it asks is, what do you want to accomplish in the next year financially? What big purchase would you like to make? How much money would you like to save? And what are your plans for investing? And at the bottom here, it says, be so financially secure that you forget that it's payday. I think, no, I didn't have a quote on the front page. I took that off. All right, so this page here is one of the most important pages of the whole book, and this is your action plan. So these are the steps that you're going to take in order to make sure you reach your financial goals. So these are your goals. You'll write them down here, like the big goals. You can put little goals depending on how you feel for the year, whatever it is. But whatever your goals are for the year or for whatever, financial goals anyway, you'll write them in here. And then these are the steps that you're going to take in order to get to those goals. These are the time frames that you want to achieve those goals by, what resources you're going to use to achieve those goals. And then at the end of the year, you'll write down your outcome. How did you finish the year? And then this is where it starts the monthly layout for everything. So the first page of the month is the debt snowball tracker. So we have questions in here as well. So if you've seen my video, probably on my main channel where I showed you guys my business planner, a lot of these pages come from, the first couple of pages come from my business planner. I just revamped it to make it for finances. So how do you feel about the debt that you have right now? How did you get there? Where do you want to end up? Your total debt overall, what debt you're counting for the month, and the debt that you're not counting. Your payoff debt for that goal, and the minimum payment that you want to make towards that goal. And then each month you would just continue on with the visual tracker here. You write down all your accounts here, where you're starting, your current, and whether or not you pay them as far as pay them off, not pay them just a little bit. So that would be in your current, and you would just continue to track this. Then you have your monthly budget sheet. So when you put your month there, you put the different sources of income. If you need more, put it down here in the notes section. Any money that you put into your savings, you can put there. All your debt that you paid off into. If you have more bills than you have debt, then you can use some of this section up here as well. And then your bills, you will write down and also add there. The next page here, for those cash budgeters like me, you have your sinking funds pages. I made this to be equivalent to almost what I have for my sinking funds. So I have 3 different types of sinking funds right now. I have my high priority, my low priority, and then I also have a sinking fund specifically for my new home that I want to purchase at the end of the year. And then we have our cash breakdown page for our denominations. So you write down your categories of which you're saving or what cash that you're stuffing for. And then how many ones you need, how many 5s, how many 20s, 10s, 50s, or 100s. I don't have 2s on here, but if you need to put 2s on here, you can write it at the bottom. And then you can write down your total of all of those. And then I'm thinking about making the small little trackers that you can print out. I'll laminate one. I'm going to make some eventually, but I didn't have it in this book. And then you'll just write it on your denomination breakdown sheet and take it to the bank and hand it to them. That way they already know what you need. Okay. And then last for the month, you have your monthly layout, 2-page layout here. So this half of the month, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You write the month on there, and then this side you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you have a section over here where you can write down some small wins that you might have accomplished this month. I didn't put all 5 weeks because I don't think we're gonna have a month where we do no spending, but you can just mark off which days that you didn't spend any money, and then your notes section, any little things that you need to keep up with. All right, so it's the same for 11 more months. So we're gonna go ahead and skip to the back where I have a few savings challenges back here that I wanted to do. All right, so on this page has all my 12 savings challenges. You know, you could do one per month. You can switch it out however you want to do it. It's not necessarily for the month, but this just is how we're doing it. So we have the Happy New Year. I'm not going to read them all here because we have them going forward, so I'll show you them here. All right, so the first one is the Happy New Year Savings Challenge. So each letter represents $12. So you color in each letter to put $12 into your savings challenge. And then the glasses, even though they're already colored, you can just shade them in a little bit a different color. And those are $14. So in total, you will have saved $1,200 or $1,200, $200. Okay, $200. Yeah. So that's how that goes. And then the next one is I Am Not My Hair. So for these ones, you basically would create your own hairstyle and just shade in whatever style you want. It was supposed to be highlighted around because some of them had specific styles that I really liked. You can see some of it, but not all of it. And then I got my scratch off. So this one is a scratch off. You're going to save a total of $300. So it just depends on what you scratch off, and that'll tell you how much you need to save for each of them. I definitely could have cut these in half, and I realized that as I went further on, some of my other challenges are also scratch offs. These ones actually are okay. The numbers are big enough where that's okay, but I definitely could have still cut this in half and saved me half of my scratcher. All right, so this next one here is our Collary Tracker. So this is not like your calories for the day or the month or whatever the case may be. So what this is you just pick a specific day, whichever day you want. I'll probably do Mondays because Mondays is when I go to boxing. It just depends. So I do need to, when I do my cash breakdown for this weekend, when I get paid, $85 is already going to be taken out for this particular challenge here. So basically the way it works is you take your calories that you've burned in that one single workout and you'll divide it by 4. So when I went to boxing on Monday, I burned 340 calories. So divided by 4, that is 85. So I will be putting $85 in this first challenge here. And then this one, once again, this one could have been cut in half. These numbers are not this big. And it wasn't until I started putting it on there that I realized, but I'm like, you know what? Trial and error. This is my version, so that's absolutely fine. But anybody else that decided to get one of these, if I decide to put it on my my website or Etsy shop, probably my website. I'm not really messing with Etsy like that right now. But if I decided to put it on my website, then this will be cut in half. They won't be as big. These numbers will be a little bit smaller. Or these scratch offs will be a little bit smaller to match the number. So basically what you do, you pick whichever one you want to do. In total, you're going to save $500 for this road trip. And if you scratch off the little arrow sign here, then you will scratch it off, and however much that is, you make sure you color in the corresponding one here, and then you save that amount of money. But in total, it equals $500. Next up, we have my Monopoly Home Edition. I've seen a few different YouTubers have one, so I decided to make one of my own. And usually I keep it separate, but I added it here into this book because I think it's dope and I like it. So I basically took my bills for the month and added a few others. So the original Monopoly stuff is already on here, but for one, I added a pair of sneakers. So for this one, basically you look at the index over here, and so for sneakers, basically I wear a size 8 shoe, so $8 is what I will save. So depending on whatever size shoe you wear, or you can go off of the numbers that I have here, but you know, it depends on your shoe size. But I went by my shoe size, which is an 8. Yeah, so you just roll your dice, and wherever you land up is what you save. So it has random numbers. It has different things like this little biker girl here. I have a Peloton membership, so I will put that for, you know, that's how much I would save, how much that is for the month. And if you don't have these type of things, you can go by my numbers, or you can make up the number based on whatever age you learned how to ride a bike, or however many calories or whatever you burned the last time you rode a bike, or whatever the case may be. Figure out something like that. Or if you have a gym membership, just put that as your price that you have to save. Moving on, we have our vacation vibes. So this is colored in, but not fully colored in. So you would just color in all the white spaces on these ones. And the way this one works is you're going to check the weather for whichever day you decide to color this in. And instead of doing the high, you're going to do the low. So whatever the low is for that day, you're going to save that amount of money. Right now, I know the weather has been a little chilly. So if the low for the day is like 17 or 19, you'll multiply that by 2. Anything less than 20, you multiply by 2. If it's more, if it's, the low is 57, then that's how much you would save. So this doesn't have a specific amount. It just depends when you're done. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different pictures to shade in. All right. And then over here, we have our birthday cake savings. So I will be 35 this year. So you just take your age, however old you are going to be in this year, or you already are in this year. So if I'm 34 now, but I'll be 35 in this year. So therefore, I'm going to do 35. So each cake is worth $35 for me. So I will color them in as I see fit. This one, I actually put the wrong one in here. This is the one that I had created for like lower income. So I can still do this one, which will save me $450. So basically, whatever state you're from, I'm from New Jersey. There are 9 letters in New Jersey. So each state would be worth $9. There's 50 states, and it'd be $450. However, the way that I originally had it is with the letter index, each letter in New Jersey will match with the number corresponding to what it is in the alphabet. So for New Jersey, it would have equaled out to $125. Each state would be worth $125, and then that would make it over $6,000 in savings. So I more than likely will probably just switch it. I'm probably start off with the $9 savings and then move it over to the higher one. But we shall see. I think I'm going to do the higher one, though, because I want that to be better. And I kind of messed up on my hole punching because I wasn't paying attention on these last few sheets here. So the bottom few are not aligned properly, if you can't tell, but it's okay. This one, for sure, I could have cut these in quarters because these numbers are so tiny. So I'm still debating about whether or not I want to just cut these in quarters and then use them and keep the numbers super tiny, or if I want to make the numbers bigger and then just use these in halves, which this is a $1,000 savings challenge, a random challenge. So you'll knock off random numbers. So on this side, as you can see, I used half. I learned my lesson, stop wasting my things. These numbers are actually a lot bigger. So these numbers are covered the whole thing, whereas though the other one is probably half will cover it. So I might just make the other numbers bigger and then just cut it in half like this one for the future ones. So this is a random 5K challenge. So you can put what you're saving for, your start date, and the amount that you save once you're done. Some people like to add extra. Some people don't work with. All of these are in like the denominations of 10s and 5s. So there are no like random. Well, I might take that back. There might be some like 7s or something in here. I don't know. And then next up we have our self-care essentials. So these are different things that you can do for self-care. So I have like a facial, pillows, a bed, a blow dryer, some lipstick, nail polish, a bath, some hair care scissors, and then like a book and some tea. So once you scratch all of this off, the numbers basically range from 10 to 90, or 10 to 100. So basically 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You can add all up together. You just don't know which one you're going to get. And this is for self-care. So whether you take that money and go get yourself a massage or take yourself out on a date or whatever it is, this is specifically for you and no one else. And last but not least, when it comes to the savings, we have our best of luck challenge. So this one I'm saving specifically for my blessing bags. So, which I'm going to finish this one probably. I'm going to do this one and finish it out probably on Friday because I will be taking some donations to a women's shelter out here for my blessing bags this month. We are focusing on it's Women's History Month, so we're focusing on women. So I found a shelter out here. So I had a few friends they've already donated. So I'm going to get a bunch of like toiletries and supplies, and we're going to take that to the women's shelter for these folks to be able to, just be blessed. So this equals up to $100, random numbers, 5 different things that you can scratch off, and we got it. And then there are a few note pages in here, about 5 or 6. And then at the end, you just have another laminated page that you can write your name and your website, your email, social media handles. And that, my friends, is the end of the book. Super excited about this. If you guys are interested, let me know and I'll add it to my website, or you can write me on Instagram. My Instagram, I have a few different ones, but you can write me guys at Jordine_@home. My regular Instagram is just Jordine. I'll put them both down below in the description box so you can go check those out and reach out to me. DM me, let me know you would like one. and I will add it to my website and we can move from there. All right, guys, thank you so much for reaching out. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. This is my second budgeting video, I guess you can say, on this channel. Most of my other budgeting videos were on my main channel, which is Jordine or Inspired by Jay at Home. I am trying to focus that page just on all my DIYs and just like, you know, whenever I do home things, real estate, all that good stuff. And this channel would be for travel and budgeting. So make sure you go subscribe over there, subscribe here, and leave me some comments down below. Let me know how you started your budgeting journey, where you are, and yeah, let's move forward. I have so many other things in my shop coming, guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, until next time, bye guys.